What's up, everyone? So I'm driving to Vegas right now. Super excited, obviously. I love Vegas, been there tons of times. And since I've started posting videos about Vegas and club promoting, this video has been requested numerous times. And that is, what are different ways to find club promoters in Vegas? You can get guest listed, get into the club, so on and so forth. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 techniques or 7 tips and suggestions of how to find these club promoters. Now, 2 things I'm going to say before I kind of get into this. One is I don't give out any club promoters, phone numbers or anything like that. Like, the reason why is even though I'm well connected with a lot of club promoters, I just don't feel comfortable. I've been asked a lot by a lot of my subscribers and followers saying, hey, Mark, is there any way you could forward the contact information of a club promoter or something like that? Just to not kind of mix, I'm going to say YouTube is business, but to not mix the personal with business, I guess. I just don't give out any club promoters' names. And number 2, and this is the first time I've ever done this actually on a video, is that if you are a club promoter and you're watching this video, I will give you full permission to post whatever you want in the comment section. So whether it's your email or your phone number or your website or however you want people to get in touch with you, you're more than welcome to post in the comment section. I'll make sure to check all the comments, make sure it doesn't fall into spam, because most likely I think YouTube might count that as spam. So make sure to check, all the spam folders and stuff like that. But if you are a club promoter, feel free to post, everything that you want. So, but anyway, let's jump into those techniques. Number 1, ask around. Now, I wanted to start off with this right off the bat. Post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, maybe text a bunch of friends who love to travel. Obviously, word of mouth is the best way to really get a good referral. I mean, honestly, there's good club promoters and bad club promoters. And if you have friends that go to Vegas a lot, they can probably refer to you as someone who's really good. It's just way easier to have that personal connection. In addition to, if they do know a club promoter, and you never know, one of your friends, may actually work in Vegas, and one of your friends may have an intimate connection with a promoter, and they can refer you. That's actually, when I first went to Vegas, that's how I got so connected with a lot of promoters, is I actually knew a girl who's like, here's a list of 8 promoters. I'll text them, I'll tell them that you're texting them, and then I'll kind of hook you up with guest list or whatever you want, and then that's how I got in touch with all these promoters. So that's a great way, and that's the best thing I suggest to a lot of people is honestly just text around, ask around, post on Facebook, all the social media platforms. You'll be surprised how many people will know a promoter, and hey, you never know, and this is the best way because you're getting it from a friend. Number 2, walk around the strip. Now, if you think about it, a club promoter's job is to bring people into the club. So a lot of promoters will just be on the strip handing out their cards. Each person has a different approach to this, but basically they're just trying to pull people into the club. In addition to, I've mentioned this in a couple different videos, if you're going to Vegas, especially if it's your first time, the first thing I would suggest for you to do as a quick sign note is walk around the strip. I think too many people, when they go to Vegas, oh, we have to go gamble, we have to go party, we have to go to the clubs. I'm telling you, just walking around the strip, seeing the amazing architecture and the lights and everything, it's awesome. So I cannot suggest enough to definitely walk around the strip, and not only that, but you'll be able to get club promoters' contacts, which is super useful. Number 3, tweet at the clubs with hashtags. Now, this is actually a really cool approach that, actually one of my friends told me that this is how they find all the promoters that they get connected with. They'll tweet at the clubs like Hoxton, Access, Omnia, all these different clubs, sometimes even the hotels, and then they'll say, hey, where are the club promoters? Where are the club promoters at? What are your best club promoters, so on and so forth, or who are your best club promoters? And then they put hashtag Vegas, hashtag club promoting, hashtag promoter, et cetera, and they have actually gotten numerous different tweets back saying, hey, I'm a club promoter, and I just saw this, because a lot of times, a lot of club promoters will be connected with the Twitter accounts of these clubs. So they'll make sure to be constantly checking them just to, see if there's anybody who's tweeting at, how can I get tickets or anything like that, and that's where the promoter steps in. So this is a great way to get connected really fast. Number 4, search on Instagram and Twitter. So if you pull up, both Instagram and Twitter, look to search for hashtags. Search for the hashtag like Vegas, clubs, etc., and try to narrow it down all the way to just the Vegas area. So that's why I think the hashtag Vegas is probably the best. And you'll be surprised how many club promoters, because, hey, it's their business, they'll have Instagram accounts for their business, saying this is Mark's club promoting or something like that. They have a bunch of pictures, obviously, especially on Instagram. I find this works better because obviously that's what they're trying to promote. They have pictures with them with girls, bottles, parties, DJs, lights, lasers, confetti, the whole works. And a lot of times, in 99% of the cases, they'll actually have their phone number right in the description, so you can just text them right away. And this is a super easy way to really get in touch with them fast. This may be, if anything, probably one of the fastest ways, I think, because every promoter knows that social media right now is everything. I mean, this is true for any business. And if you're a club promoter, that is your business. So a lot of them, especially like I said on Instagram, Twitter too, but Instagram more so, will post so many, party-filled pictures. So people look at that, like, oh, you know what? I got to have this guy or this girl. I want to go to that club. I want to experience that. So it's super easy to do that, and it's super fast as well. Number 5, Google. Now, when it comes to Google, this one I don't think is as effective, I think, as the others. But hey, I wanted to include it in the list because a lot of club promoters have their own websites. They have marksclubpromoting.com, or they have some catchy name of whatever, like markvegas.com, or I don't know. That's not a catchy name. But anyway, you get my point. They have a lot of sites. So if you just search like Club Promoters Vegas, a lot of club promoters have their own website that right there have their phone number. A lot of them too are starting to do things where they have like an event calendar. So you can see like, okay, Thursday night, Omnia and Excess is, free for guys from 10 to 12 and free for girls from 10 to 2, something like that, right? So they'll actually show you the deals that they have, the guests that they have, all this kind of stuff. So not only is it great to get their information by doing this method, because obviously you can text them, but also you're able to see a lot more events. You can see things in extreme detail. Because also when it comes to most guest lists, at least, and it always changes, especially nowadays, when it comes to the guest list, it's usually like a finite period of time. Like, as you imagine, they want more people in the door earlier. So that's what they do. They usually say something like 10 to 12 free for guys, 10 to 2 or 10 to 1 usually free for girls, something like that. So this is a great way for you to see kind of when you can go in as well. Number 6, the Concierge Desk. Now this one I feel like is super underrated. And this is not just for Vegas and not just for club morning, but for anything. So remember that when you're staying at a hotel, the job of the concierge there is to give you a good time. It's to make sure that you have an awesome time when you're staying. They can give you tips about good restaurants to check out, good sites, good attractions, all these different things. And I find a lot of people don't really utilize this. Now, in addition, in case you didn't know, every single club is connected with a hotel. So Hakkasan is in MGM, Omnia is at Caesars, Excess is at the Wynn, so on and so forth. So not only by talking to the concierge desk, they can give you some maybe club promoters information, but they may even give you a discount. They may say, hey, you know what? You're staying here, right? Like, you're staying at the Wynn, you're staying at MGM, you're staying at Caesars, et cetera, et cetera. I can actually just give you a free pass. You don't even need to go with a club promoter. That might happen. Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, every night's different. Every situation's different. Who knows what's going on? But I'm telling you, talking to the concierge desk is a super big pro tip, like a big travel hack that a lot of people overlook. Because remember, they're there to give you a good time, to make sure that you have an awesome time when staying at their establishment. So they're going to do whatever they can. So especially if you're trying to, get connected with the clubs, I'm telling you, that's an amazing way to go. And lastly, number 7, comments on this video. So obviously, like I mentioned in the beginning, I give club promoters full permission. You can market yourself, post your number, email, whatever you want to do. So I highly suggest if you're watching this video, definitely check out the comment section. There'll be a bunch of club promoters there, and hopefully that helps you out. But overall, I really hope you guys found this video helpful. I've been asked to do this video numerous times, and it's understandable, especially because obviously if you're going to Vegas, you want to have a fun time, you want to experience the nightlife, club promoters are a great way to help you out. So hope you guys found this video helpful, and in addition, check in the description below, super important, because in the description below, I basically have a couple tips, or a couple videos, giving you tips of what not to say to club promoters, how to talk to them, so on and so forth, just so you have, a great relationship with them. So definitely watch those videos as well. They're in the description, and thanks for watching.